What's up, people? So I want to show you this. This is the AI I check before I do anything, before I open my emails, before I go to Notion. This is not one of my 8 agents that I have built. This is a 9th one that usually lives in my pocket. So I am going to show you exactly how we use it, why it earns a spot in my AI agent stack. I've already spent time actually designing it, and full disclosure up front, the company behind this sent me a bunch of credits that I can try it out. This is not it's not paid. There's no sponsorship. I'm just making a video because it actually works. This is something that I actually use in my day-to-day. So here's my actual problem. My problem is that I have 2 different channels that I'm running, a school community. I have my affiliate stack. I have 8 agents that are doing content, packages, research, thumbnails, community posts, the whole assembly line. The system runs on my laptop. So Notion and that system runs on my laptop. The Notion content board, VidIQ, Claude workflows, all great when I'm sitting down. Now, the gap was always the in-between when I'm actually working out or, just hanging out with the family or whatever it is that I'm doing in between meetings. The moment where I think I need to follow up on that brand deal or remind me to check the Suno release schedule, or by the time I get back to my desk, it was all gone. And this product is called Superintern. It is a tool that has closed the gap for me 100%. All right, and so here's the actual screen here. When I am looking at this screen, I get this every day. So when I wake up in the morning, I get this. And then today, because it's the end of the day, it go ahead and show me everything that has been done throughout the day, and it gives me information based on that. It's going to tell me that today is Monday the 27th. That's my actual day here. Today was a productive day with BWA. That is my own little abbreviation. The recording and social media update, and then it tells me about a brand deal that I'm working on, and it gives me that information. So if I wanted to, I could come in here and just say, go ahead and update me for tomorrow. And I can go ahead and send that. And once I send that, it'll start thinking and it will tell me what it's going to give me for tomorrow. Now, you can do this, if you're walking into the gym or if you're hanging out or whatever the case may be. You can just talk to it or you can type it in. But this right here, what you're looking at, is in Telegram. So you have to download Telegram and it will give you the app itself within Telegram. It's called a mini app. So as you'll see right now, it is actually checking my calendar and tasks for tomorrow. And in a second here is going to give me an update on what that looks like. All right. And so now this is generated my schedule for tomorrow. It's giving me everything that I have planned for the week, all of my brand deal information. My recording information is going to tell me the weather. It's going to give me everything. It's even going to tell me to stay hydrated. And I want to show you this also. Is going to have here at the bottom. It's got brand deal information, but it also tells me about my Notion housekeeping and how I have places that are out of order in Notion. And so it's just giving me a reminder to clean that up and make sure that everything is running perfectly. So definitely, and everything you see blanked out is just because I want to keep the client covered in this situation. So what I'm going to do here is in the bottom left-hand corner, I'm going to hit mini app, and what it's going to do is going to actually take me to the app. And here is the app here that is running within my phone, has the same information that you could see on the desktop version of it. So what we'll do is go ahead and switch over to the desktop version so you can see that. All right, and so here's the desktop version. Same information that you saw on the phone itself, but this is just the desktop version of it. So you have your things that need attention here. And these are all items that I have done that has already worked and everything. So if I hit this, and it'll only show me the things that I have not worked yet. Once you've actually worked it, like this one here, I've already worked. So I'm just hit mark done, and then it will actually throw it in that column. So I have all of my things that I need attention on. I have my emails, I have my meetings, my reminders, my scheduled tasks, my daily reports. Everything is already handled. the app itself, the intern itself, is already working to make sure this information is provided for me without me having to go here. Now, with this, you have to understand that everything doesn't need a full Claude session. Now, what I can do is that if I need to know what the average CTR benchmark for a music production channel is, I ask it to give me the number, I move on, I save the deep research for actual build. Now, what this is not going to do is replace my agent stack that we talked about in a previous video. It's not writing scripts or it's not packaging content. It's not running VidIQ pulls or updating Notion database. Now, it will download to Notion. You just have to give it authorization to do it. But this is more of an intern. So it's not the full thing. It's more of an intern, which is still very valuable. Now, where this fits in my stack is that my 8 agents, I'm using my actual laptop to handle production. We're building things and making things work. I have my content package, the research, thumbnails, all that good stuff. The analytics, they all run on Claude and they run in those 8 agents. Superintern is an upstream of all of that. So it captures what needs to enter the system. It reminds me what to check when the system spits something out. It bridges the gap between I had an idea in the car and the idea is now in my content board. And so I just want to give a big shout out to the team over at Superintern. They sent me some credits to try this out. This, like I said again, this is not a paid sponsorship. There's not a, they didn't give me a script to do or anything like that. They just told me to speak on what I like about it and tell my community about how I like what it does. And also the link will be in the description. It's not an affiliate, but it is just a link, the URL to the brand and how and where you can find the brand at. Now, here's the main takeaway from this. Most AI tools try to be everything, right? This one deliberately is one major thing. It is the interface between you and your day. And that's just why it fits, simply. So if you already have a system, don't go and add tools that's going to overlap with the system that what your system already does. Add tools that fill in the gaps where your system can't fill. Maybe because you're just not sitting in front of it. For me, the gap was mobile capturing and morning triage, and Superintern definitely feel that. And that's all I have for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I will see y'all in the next one very, very soon. Peace out.